that came up, and it was, I don't know how far they were tracking that, but it looks like it caught them all by surprise.
Yeah, that was a really intense thunderstorm that passed through and did bring that intense weather. We saw the aftermath of it. Those intense storms today really stayed along the Gulf Coast again. You can see they stretched all across the way, the panhandle of Florida, and even did have a confirmed tornado earlier there in North Florida and South Georgia. So some intense storms out there tonight. For us here locally, we're drying out from some earlier rain, but as we continue into tomorrow, that area of low pressure near the Gulf, that's just going to be heading our way. And you can see it is going to bring a severe risk with it. The Storm Prediction Center does have us underneath a slight threat, so that's a level 2 out of 5. We're expecting at least a chance for some scattered severe weather reports in this yellow shaded area, so that does include us here in the CSRA. Highest risk to see any type of severe weather is going to be strong wind gusts with storms. Right now we could see a morning wave. I'm showing you a couple different model views of the afternoon wave though. So this is the IBM graph model and what we call the HRRR model, and you can see not all too different kind of positioning the storms in different spots, but both showing this afternoon wave with these storms popping up. We all also going to watch this potential for some early storms, maybe even before sunrise in a few spots. It just appears that that severe threat should be a little bit lower. There's our afternoon wave, I would say between 1 and 5, 6 p.m. And then as we get later into our Saturday evening, we should start to dry out. The rain chances Sunday appear to be a little bit earlier into the day, and then we should see drier conditions once we get past the lunch hour. These are all going to be driven by a series of fronts, so this is the first one heading into tomorrow morning. I would say if you're south of I-20, that's where there's going to be the greatest opportunity for a few stronger storms out there early tomorrow. Once we get into the afternoon, the wave is going to start in our northern counties first and just try to drop towards that I-20 corridor. And any one of these storms just have that potential to maybe produce some strong wind gusts with it. Once we get into the evening hours, most of that activity does build off towards our north. So as we start off the fireworks at Thunder over Evans, right now we're going with mostly dry conditions, maybe a stray shower early into that event. But as we get towards, say, 9, 10 o'clock, we should be mostly dry. Now, there is going to be more storms again heading into late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. That shouldn't impact Thunder over Evans, but that could be a few rumbles of thunder as we are heading to bed. Here's the early rain Sunday morning. That should be getting out of here and south of us once we get towards our Sunday afternoon. And then behind all this, we are going to see a fantastic forecast early next week. Here's Thunder over Evans. So I would say early on, once gates open, that's going to be our best opportunity to see a few raindrops. But by fireworks time, generally just cloudy. I would say our rain chances do start to go down once we get to that time frame. Next week, we're getting some cooler mornings back down into the 50s, waking up early Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week.
Riley, thanks a lot. Ahead of President Biden's commencement speech at Morehouse College coming up Sunday, students